The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge have landed in Oslo for the final leg of their royal tour after they were forced to cancel a visit to Uppsala Airbase this morning due to heavy snow. Following their whirlwind visit to toSweden, the royals are embarking on a busy 2 days of engagements in Norway, including luncheon at Oslo's Royal Palace, a formal dinner and a visit to a sculpture park, before returning to London on Friday afternoon. Kate, who is 7 months pregnant, wore a slate blue Catherine Walker coat over a Séraphine maternity dress as she and William were greeted on the tarmac by Crown Prince Haakon and his wife, Crown Princess Mette-Marit. In an announcement in the early hours of Thursday morning, Kensington Palace said, "Unfortunately, the snowy weather in Stockholm today has meant that TRH's travel plans have had to be changed." This morning's engagement at Uppsala Airbase will not go ahead. Temperatures plummeted to below freezing in the region overnight, with snowfall expected throughout the morning, so the couple flew instead from Stockholm's Arlanda Airport. In a speech last night, William said he had been looking forward to the scheduled visit to Uppsala Airbase, an hour north of Stockholm, saying, "Your security concerns are ours, and it is hugely important that we continue to work ever more closely together to reduce threats." The couple were set to receive a short briefing on the Swedish Armed Forces' operational capabilities before viewing some of the Gripen aircraft of the type deployed by Sweden as its commitment to the Joint Expeditionary Force. The briefing, with Defence Minister Peter Hultqvist, went ahead in Stockholm instead. Next stop Royal visit Norway. The couple were met at Oslo Gardermoen Airport around midday by Crown Prince Haakon and his wife Crown Princess Mette-Marit before joining the King and Queen for lunch at Oslo's Royal Palace. After lunch, the couple will visit the Princess Ingrid Alexandra Sculpture Park within the Palace Gardens, which opened last year to mark the 25th anniversary of King Harald V's reign. They will then meet a number of Norwegian and UK companies based at Oslo's first co-working space, Mesh, to hear about how some startups are tackling issues such as the environment and mental health and well-being. The couple will round off their first day in Norway with a dinner at the palace alongside members of government, leaders in business and people from the Norwegian creative industries. Friday will begin with a visit to Hartvig Nissen School, which was the location for the hugely successful Norwegian television program Skam. Last night, Kate wrapped up her last evening in Stockholm in style, donning a blue velvet dress from Erdem for an event at Stockholm's Fotografiska Gallery, which boasts glittering views over the city at night. On arrival, the Duchess wrapped up in a black fur-trimmed coat by Swedish designer industries.It and wore her locks swept back in an elegant updo, mirroring the hairstyle of Crown Princess Victoria, who looked glamorous in a black satin pencil skirt and red blouse with voluminous sleeves. In a speech at the event to celebrate Swedish culture, the Duke of Cambridge said he and Kate have been impressed by the inspiring Swedish lifestyle that encourages children to play outdoors, whatever the weather. They had arrived at the waterside gallery by boat and were reunited with Crown Princess Victoria and Prince Daniel, with whom they had spent the day on engagements around the city. Earlier on Wednesday, the Duchess of Cambridge displayed her growing baby bump as she and Prince William were invited for an informal tea party with some of the youngest members of the Swedish royal family. After kicking off their second day in Stockholm with a meeting on mental health, they stopped in at Matteskolan Comprehensive School in Stockholm. While dozens of pupils waved hand-drawn flags and bunches of flowers, some lucky youngsters managed to get a high five from the Duchess as she greeted the crowds assembled outside. The couple spent around 10 minutes shaking hands with the school children, with William repeatedly telling them "you've got cold hands" and complimenting them on the flags they were waving. Once inside, the four royals watched pupils at Matteskolan, which has 700 children aged between 6 and 15, take part in a role-playing exercise exploring family problems. They also spent time privately talking to young people about the emotional issues they face. After their school visit, William and Kate went to one of Stockholm's busiest shopping centres, but walked away empty-handed. The pair were viewing an exhibition of UK design, fashion and brands that operate in Sweden, put together by the British Embassy at the NK department store. The focus of the exhibition was sustainability and innovation, with everything from vegan shoes to Bluetooth-operated bags on display. William joined Crown Princess Victoria on one side of the room, while Kate and Prince Daniel chatted to company founders. The Duke of Cambridge joked to one group about the fact that they had been running late earlier in the day, admitting, "We're not very good with time." William and Kate's visit will give them a taste of the Scandinavian way of life, according to Kensington Palace. They are keen to see how people of all generations battle the elements to make the most of their surroundings. In a statement ahead of their visit, Kensington Palace said, "The Duke and Duchess are keen to experience a taste of the Scandinavian way of life for themselves and to see how people of all generations battle the elements to make the most of their surroundings, whether ice skating in Stockholm's local parks or skiing off-piste in the hills that surround Oslo." The UK's links with each country are extensive, and their Royal Highnesses are looking forward to building a lasting friendship with the people of both Sweden and Norway.